So what is Mega Man 2?
Tiger puts arcade action in the palm of your hand. Games like Mega Man 2. Fight your way through 8 stages of play as you attempt to defeat the villainous Dr. Wily, his evil dragon, and his 6 deadly robots to win.
If you are a child of the 90s and you've ever fallen for these scams, you may be entitled to compensation. Please call 1-800-I-GOT-GOT or visit us at our website, www.youfuckedup.com for more information.
The second in Capcom's forever mistreated NES mascot, Mega Man 2 was a sequel to the original Mega Man on the NES, which although popular, didn't equate in sales numbers. Director Akira Kitamura had to nag and beg the Capcom higher-ups to give him the go-ahead to create the sequel, which Capcom eventually agreed on the condition that the development team also worked on different projects as well. The team was brought back together again, this time with the deadbeat father being promoted from character designer to being more involved in production. The developmental team put their heads together to try and figure out how to make this game a success. And what they did was solidify a company generational icon. Mega Man 2 was released in 1988 in Japan and 1989 everywhere else in the world for the NES. Though since then, it's been ported to different compilations, mobile devices, or if you really want smoke, the Tiger Electronics version. Keeping the same platform action game premise as the first game, Mega Man 2, instead of trying to reinvent the wheel, expands upon the gameplay loop with improvements and more improvements. Speaking of not trying to reinvent the wheel, Dr. Wily is at it again with the robotic terrorism. This time, however, he's not stealing Dr. Light's toys, instead making his own robot masters designed for mayhem. You know, cause Bubble Man inspires fear in the masses. Anyway, Man Mega is again called to action with the backing of Dr. Light. Instead of the stolen 6 robot masters, Mega Man must prevail across 8 different themed levels, all based on a robot master waiting at the end of the level to kick your ass. Once you beat a robot master, you gain their power, which can give you an advantage over a certain other robot master, which usually made sense in regard to the elements they represent. Or you could just totally destroy Metal Man first and cakewalk through the rest because Metal Blade is overpowered as hell. You then go to Dr. Wily's castle and So that's a bop. Anyway, you go through Dr. Wily's castle, destroying all of Wily's dumb reject bosses, Gutsman with a BBL, and all the previous robot masters again. Then you take on Wily again, blowing up 2 of his ships, which he then jumps out of and turns into an alien. Alright. So what's changed? Well, all of the pickups have been redesigned that look so good, they've been kept for the rest of the series. Also new are the additional special items. After completing every couple of levels, you receive a new part made for assisting you from Dr. Light. From creating platforms to extending bridges, these parts will help you traverse across the platforming levels. What else will help you progress? The new energy tank system. Through the levels, you can find these energy tanks that when activated from the menu completely refill your health. This drastically helps out for the later levels, which are exceedingly cruel. But what if your mom tells you to leave your basement to go help her buy more chicken tendies? Well, Mega Man 2 features a password system, which once you die, will give you a grid pattern that if you replicate it, will start you at the point you left off with all the energy tanks you have collected intact. Or you could just go online and get the password to the end like a dirty, stinking cheater. Mega Man 2 may not look like it's much different from Mega Man 1, but all the life improvements actively contributed to this being the best-selling Mega Man game of all time, and hotly debated as the best Mega Man game ever made. And I can't dispute that, honestly. The music, amazing. Almost every theme from this game is brought up an example of the best on the NES, with Dr. Wily's theme Volume 1 in particular being a standout. Mega Man 1 was cited as being too difficult, so all of these changes made the formula work to launch the Mega Man franchise to launch to the stars. And if that's too difficult, Japan already kept you in mind, as the Japanese normal was changed to the rest of the world difficult. So if you're still having trouble, well, someone may not be good at video games. This game gets 5 Wily failures out of 5.
You
極な痛快アクションゲームドッグマン2ドクター・ワイリーの謎。